Hello, Tranquility Tigers. This is reporter Jose Herrera for the Tiger Network News. Usually our shows are lighthearted, but today's show will consist of a more important issue: equality, sexuality, and discrimination. Recently, 2 boys joined our women's volleyball team and were denied. We sent out our reporter Cesar Chavez to interview Isaac Mendoza and Thomas Moreno to see what they think of this big issue.
We recently had 2 boys join our girls' volleyball team. They were removed because of their gender. We brought them in to see their point of view. Good afternoon, Tigers. I am here with our male volleyball players, Isaac and Thomas. How you guys doing? Good. How are you? Good. So, you guys have a problem with volleyball. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we recently joined the all-girls volleyball team, and we worked hard for the spots, and they gave us the opportunity to play, and they just took it away from us.
We had tried out, as male without having to change anything, And then later on in the season, after playing a couple games, they came to us and told us that in order to play, we have to change our gender or just not play at all.
And we feel like it's not fair, because a girl could play a guy's sport, but a guy can't play a girl's sport.
Isaac, can you tell us a little bit about the problem?
Well, to begin with, we had tried out on the all-girls volleyball team as male, and we were actually admitted into the team as male. But then our AD, Ms. Gaitan, came up to us and told us that in order for us to actually play on the team and be a part of the team, we'd have to go through some school things and change our gender, which we weren't too comfortable with because we also want to play competitive baseball. So after she told us that, we kind of second-guessed it, but thought, Title IX specifically says that there cannot be no discrimination towards the sexes in any sports. And from there, we went and talked to Gaitan, and she said she was going to contact the CIF, and CIF ended up reaching back to her and saying that the only way possible we could play was if our school was limited in programs, which our school is, because if a girl could play football, that means guys is one down of a sport. And that's where I feel like the problem and the issue is.
That's a very good point. So how do you guys feel, or how does this offend you guys in a way?
It upsets us, because we can't play the sport that we actually want to play and that we love doing, and we just feel like they're just being sexist toward us because we're guys, and I don't know. That's all I gotta say.
I just feel like it offends us in every way, just as well as it would offend anybody. Why would we have to change our gender just to play a sport that's, a male sport, worldwide, that is played by male all over the world?
That's it, Tigers. And that's it, Isaac and Thomas. Thank you very much. I appreciate it for taking your time to come and see us out here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashley Linares. In an effort to tell the story from all points of views, we wanted to know how the girls felt, so we interviewed Joanna and Hadley.
If girls can play football and girls can join wrestling, then guys should be able to join volleyball as well.
It's not fair that when girls play football, it's co-ed, but they can still play in the CIF league. But if a boy plays girls volleyball, they have to say that they're transgender in order to be able to play in a CIF league, because then they won't be able to play the other sports that they enjoy, because they won't be considered men anymore. They'll be considered women.
And for example, if somebody was that way and they wanted to play a sport, it kind of forces them to come out and say who they really are when they're not ready.
Well, hello, Mr. Krishlo. My name is Leonardo Brego.
Pleasure to meet you, Leonardo.
All right, and thank you for taking time off your busy schedule for these questions.
Oh, sure, anytime.
Okay, now, I'm sure you're aware of the situation in Tranquility?
Yes, much so. Yes, I had a couple of phone calls from the athletic director.
How many females have participated in sports such as football, baseball, wrestling, etc. in the past, and are there any right now participating?
Well, let's go a couple things. First, with girls in wrestling, we now have girls wrestling as a program. In the past, numerous girls, 40 or 50 or more, participated on the boys' team because that's all there was. But in the last 2 years, we've added a girls' section championship, so now girls wrestle against girls.
So they have
they have that opportunity for themselves. Yes. Now back to the other part of the question: how many football, how many baseball, and how many currently? I'm aware of at least 12 who have played football. I know of 3 or 4 who have played baseball over the 15 years that I've been in this job. So it's a minimal amount, but it is an option for them.
Okay, so why is it okay for females to participate in male sports, but 2 males in Tranquility were denied the right to participate?
Very good question and hard to understand. Even I have some issues with it in some cases, but basically the state CIF designates sports by team. They're either a boys sport, a girls sport, or a student sport.
Can you explain student sport?
Sure can. Football is a student sport because it's not designated boys or girls. Baseball is a student sport, not designated boys or girls. Softball is girls softball. Volleyball is girls volleyball. So that's why the boys cannot just go out for a girls team that is designated girls just because maybe that sport isn't offered for them.
All right, I see. So, I mean, volleyball is not as physical as football and all these other sports.
Correct. But, and then there's that big word, that 3-letter word, but. If you had 6 young males, like the 4 of you plus 2 others, went out for volleyball, as sure as we're sitting here discussing this, you would dominate the girls. You're stronger, even though you may not be as big. You're quicker, and boys would end up eventually dominating girls' sports. And that's why there now is gender participation for transgender people, and that's been a big concern for a lot of people, but there has not been that big of a turnout at this point in time so far. But if you just look at it as a physical young man, you are bigger, stronger, and faster than a young lady. There's just no question about that, and you would take over the sports.
So this is an issue of taking over.
Pretty much, yeah. It's nothing against the kids. Some schools offer boys volleyball, so the boys get to play volleyball. That's a school choice. But if there is no program, then the boys are just basically out of luck playing volleyball.
So I understand that all the teams in the league are okay with the boys playing the sport, or the boys playing in the girls' volleyball team. Is this true?
I have not heard that.
So you have not heard that?
The only thing I've heard, anything at all, has all come from your athletic director about the possibility of boys playing on that team. But it would violate state CIF rules if they did.
Okay, and I understand if they said that they were transgender, they would be allowed to play.
That is correct. But with that said, again, there's that big 3-letter word. There are a lot of parameters that they must meet and have been meeting for numerous years before they can just all of a sudden determine they're transgender. They have to be going through some counseling. They have to be going through some changes with medical doctors, so on and so forth. And once that decision is made, they cannot opt back to play a boys sport. Or a girl who transgenders to play boys basketball, for example. Once she makes that commitment to play on the boys team, that's it. She is the boy for the rest of her athletic career.
So then they can't just say, "Oh, I'm a girl now," and then play those sports and then go back to.
No, not at all. No, there's things set up in the state CF Constitution to prevent that.
So bottom line, why is it that these boys can't play in the sport?
Bottom line is it's a violation of the state CIF rule that says boys cannot play on girls' sport teams.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Critchlow.
My pleasure. Anytime, guys. You just help yourself come on down or call me on the phone.
Well, students, the commissioner has made his decision. As it stands now, the guys are on the team. They also warm up with the girls, but cannot participate in the actual game. Make sure you come out and support the team on our last home game, as it will also be senior night. Reporter Jose Herrera for the Tiger Network News.
Hey, this is Andres. I'm here with sports, introducing some volleyball players today.
Hi, Selena Ochoa.
Hi, Dakota.
How's the season going?
It's going good.
Yeah,
Improving
we're having
each
a
and
lot
every
of fun.
day.
What's been the best part of the season so far?
Being able to be with my girls each and every day,
Watching
getting
us
closer.
all get closer and form actually like a family.
Not only as a team, but as a family.
Yeah.
How many games do you guys have left?
These 4 with senior night coming next week.
Tell me about senior night.
It's kind of hard to explain because it's our last chance playing in high school, and who knows if we'll be playing in college.
It's bittersweet because it's our last game with our volleyball family, and
seeing everybody for the last time, and
getting to work together.
Playing with each other for the last time.
All right, guys. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take you there, but first, baby girl, I need you to drop it loud. The night is young, take my hand, it's all good, don't be scared. You see the stars, take you there, but first I need you right here. Yo, summertime, where you been? Felt like the winter would never end, but it's time for the pool parties and shots of tequila, yup, let it begin. Pretty girl wanna ride, then who am I to argue? Let her on in. I just drop the top and tell her let her head down, we'll be gone with the wind. Sunshine on my shades, something like a surfboard on a wave. Look in my eyes, you'll be amazed. I'm in a daze from all the days that I've been in the summer haze. The reflection is priceless, my eyes are focused on the prizes. Hang up life full of surprises, but the goal and the motto is to never be blinded. So, the night is young, take my hand, it's all good, don't be scared. We see the stars, I'll take you there, but first, baby girl, I need you to drop it loud.